Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a very, very inexpensive chicken dish. Now, this particular chicken I got last month at Aldi, and you can see here that, try to make sure you can see this, that this chicken cost me 69 cents a pound, and it is bone-in chicken thighs. So this whole package, almost 5 pounds, cost me $3.29. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to jazz up this cheap chicken even more cheaply. Awesome, isn't that great? Okay, all right, so let's get busy and I'll show you what to do. It doesn't take much, so don't go away. You don't want to miss it. Okay, now I want to show you something. Now, as I demonstrated to you, I got this chicken very cheap, and when I took it out of the package, I have 10 chicken thighs, and that's bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Now, here's what I want you to know. Oftentimes, when you look in your refrigerator, you end up with the last of something. This is the tail end of a bottle of Italian dressing, okay? Now, this is not that much. It appears to be not that much, but you can make it into something more. And what I'm going to use this for, I'm going to use it for a marinade for this chicken, and I'm going to bake this chicken off in the oven after it marinates for a few hours in this nice Italian marinade that I'm going to make. And as you can see, it's just the tail end of a bottle of Italian dressing. Now look, all of the spices, the garlic, and everything has accumulated in the bottom. That's only going to help us, right? Okay, so, and the reason I'm showing you this is I want you to use what you have and look at what you have in your refrigerator with a whole new eye. I cleaned out my fridge this morning, and I pulled this forward. I found this in the door, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to make that chicken, and I'm going to use it up. So here's the deal. You might have a tail end, the last of maybe an Asian sauce or two that you've got in your refrigerator. How about the last of ketchup, okay? Maybe you could use that. How about the end of a bottle of Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce, okay? There's just any number of things, French dressing, ranch dressing, whatever you want. Just use whatever you have, and you might come up with something that is absolutely delicious. Okay. And don't laugh. You can take the bottom of this ketchup, add the last of whatever jelly or jam you have, put some vinegar in there and spices, and you have a wonderful, wonderful marinade or topping for your chicken, pork, beef, doesn't make any difference. You come up with your own, but the beauty of it is you're using the last of what you have. Okay? All right, now, what I have here, I'm going to take my dressing. This is the Italian dressing. It smells awesome. And I'm going to put that in my bowl here because I'm going to mix in a few other things. And because it's Italian, I'm going to put a little bit of basil. I have some dried basil. If you have fresh, go ahead and use it. I've got some Italian seasoning here. And Italian seasoning does include the basil, but this is just going to include a few other things like some oregano and thyme and things like that. All right? Now I'm going to put in some garlic powder. Okay? Put in a little garlic powder, because that's going to make it taste good. And, hang on, I'm going to grab some. I have a little bit of olive oil here, so I'm just going to put that in too. Not too much, maybe about a tablespoon. All right, now I'm just going to mix this up here. Whoa! It's coming to get me. I'm going to mix this up here. So I'm ready to pour it on, but the one thing I really, really want to do is I want to salt and pepper this chicken. That has to be done too. And why? Because salt makes food taste good. You know it does. And got some pepper. And now I'm going to pour it on here. I was originally going to try to do this in a zip bag, but actually I had too much chicken for the zip bag. So I'm going to pour this over. And then I'm going to get in there with my hands. I'm going to toss this around. If you have an aversion to handling raw meat, then by all means, I don't know, figure out how to do it. You can use tongs, whatever. Or, I don't know, get somebody else to do it. Alrighty. I'm going to get this tossed around here as best I can. And then I'm going to put it in a covered container rather than a zip bag because there's a lot of chicken here. And I'm going to let this set for several hours until I'm ready to cook this for supper. And of course I'm going to let it sit in my refrigerator. Alrighty? Alright, let me wash my hands real quick. Well, I don't think I need to. I think I'll use my arms to bring the bowl over. And I'm going to pop this in here. And put it in my, because I have a cover for this, so I'm going to cover it. And then, the beauty of it is, I can pour this over the top. See all the spices in there? This is really, really good. So what has happened here? I got a very inexpensive package of chicken. I'm using up my Italian dressing, which wasn't a lot, but it's going to be plenty for what we need. And I'm going to make a wonderful, wonderful baked Italian chicken dish. All right. I'm going to pop the lid on this. I'm going to marinate this for several hours in my refrigerator. And then I'll be back and I'll show you how we're going to make it, okay? How we're going to put it in the oven. And the end result you're going to love. Okay, be right back. Okie dokie, we're back. Now then, these have, the chicken thighs have been marinating for about 4 hours, give or take a few minutes. So I have my pan already here, my roasting pan, and I have preset my oven to 375 degrees. Now I'm going to place my chicken thighs skin side down, okay, in the pan. Now the reason I'm putting them skin side down is because I want the chicken to start rendering some of that fat that is in the, on the chicken thighs and in the skin. So we have quite a few here. What did I say? I had 10. Now, you can make these for, feed a pretty good sized family with these. Or you can cook them all up, which I'm doing, and some are going to be for a meal, and then whatever's left is going to be used in other dishes. Okay? So, this actually smells very, very good. Because the the dressing in there, remember we used the Italian dressing along with some other spices. And I'm going to just pour the rest of this marinade over the top. And I will pop these in the oven at 375 degrees. Now then, I'm going to leave them in there at 375 on the middle rack for about, 25 or 30 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them. And when I turn them, I will reduce the heat to 350. Okay? Now, these are going to cook uncovered. And I think you will see how well this really, really works. All right? Pop them in there, and then when I get back, I'll show you what we got. Okay? All right. Okie doke, here we are. They're done. What do you think? What do you think? I think they look pretty awesome. Well, okay, pretty good. I realize I've used the word awesome 4 times, and I'm sure that someone will say, do you know that you've used the word awesome 4 times? You know, that's what they do sometimes to me, but that's okay. I don't care. I just want you to know that this is really a extremely easy, inexpensive way to spice up whether it's chicken, pork, beef, whatever it is. Spice it up. Just use what you have. Look in the refrigerator and look at those almost empty bottles of sauce, dressing, soy sauce, whatever it is, and combine it with other things, and you can come out with a beautiful, beautiful dish just like this. Isn't that pretty? And it smells delicious. Now, this took about an hour. I had it in for 30 minutes, and then I turned them over, and I have them left them in for another 30 minutes. Now, I am also having this Italian chicken tonight with some Hasselback potatoes, and I do have a video on that, so I'll put a link in the description box below so you can check that out if you want to. And I'm going to have this with some asparagus, and I think it is going to be extremely, extremely good. What do you think? It smells awesome. Oh, what? She used it 5 times. Oh, no. That's horrible. All right, listen. I love you guys. I hope you will join me again. And you just remember, if I can do it, you can do it. All right? And little is always much when God is in it. Okay, love ya. Bye. Talk to you later.